Stanley, her 5 on the floor, featuring Kelsey Mitchell, one of the best scoring up his first stint with New York. And Paris Key. Stokes and Dupree jump. It's that one. Philippine was nearly perfect Tuesday.
Go to the hoop. It not only comes with the progression of games, and I think the one thing for the Liberty this season with so many young players, and meditation and some different things, because you don't have that ability to break away from basketball 24/7.
8:40 left to the first quarter. Paris Key, its best ball at the end of the season with one more game left this year after tonight. Achanwa rejected by Stokes. And here's Willoughby the other way. Liana Oda, time for New York and even Indiana on who will be coming back next year. Kennedy Burke baseline drop, a perfect 3-of-3 start from the field. Kelsey Mitchell attacks.
Going to open up your outside game as well, because now you step up a little bit tighter defensively. You're trying to take away one shot, and she understands the difference.
Achanwa asked a lot. Playing the 5th most minutes per game this year. Expected to play another heavy load tonight. And younger players as much time on the floor as possible. Willoughby had it stripped, got it back. Midway through the first, a hot offensive start for New York. Quickly inside, and
Gina for taking the time to answer those questions for us, and appreciate the assistance of the New York Liberty.
Tracks it down immediately after coming into the game. Off the Jones turnover, she goes to chase it down. Feeds Oda, put it in, plus the foul.
When you run the floor like this, sprinting down the court, beating everyone else.
Jones in a sprint up the floor. Now we be inside the arc.
There's a tendency to be solid in that trail. Off the pick, she slides back. Would like to work on her ball handling skills a little bit more, and obviously you can't do that when you're playing every single day.
First quarter, trying to stay on their feet now and defend as New York has looked good. And get another nice. Dowie B with a great finish.
You know, I'll give credit to our players for their resilience in the face of, tremendous adversity.
Team record. She keeps saying how proud she is of them, how they're continuing to fight and play hard for their city and state.
Different levels, played at different levels. And she even said, all the time that I've had, I have never done a great job. It may not translate into wins, but they've done a great job.
Alamon, connect.
She will be shut down for the rest of the season, according to Coach Stanley.
Key pieces back. McCowan calls for it. Willoughby spins in the lane.
Working on Stokes, and knew exactly. Once she turns inside, turns in towards the middle of the lane.
Jones starts it, stops, and banks it in. Alamon kicks to Dupree. Now Dupree, it's for Alamon to bring it up the floor. Finds Dupree all alone.
We've seen buzzer makers that have forced games into overtime. We've seen stars that we hadn't expected.
We're getting really successful looks. They dump it into Stokes, and she's denied. Got her own missed.
Debrief following the season, how to move forward, what pieces will be back, and really, they're playing in. They aren't sure where those leagues are going right now. So it's kind of back to pre-Wubble, working on your own, which, you can only get so good doing that because you need that one-on-one game situation to be able
baskets. That's what Stanley wants to see from her team, is heart and hustle. These last 2 games of the year, as Mitchell puts it home and taking a 7-point lead thanks to Tiffany Mitchell, as we have under 3 to play in the second quarter.
So much was hoped for with Sabrina and the Liberty this season and the entire WNBA. And this is a tough learning experience, a tough life lesson experience that she'll never forget. And I assure you, and I assure Sabrina, it will help her long after her day.
4 and 14 points off the bench as the lead is now extended to 12. McGowan now throws it away. Nurse drives inside and lays
Both teams actually have done a pretty good job taking care of the ball. McCowan not only with a pretty good wingspan, but it's 6'7", Sean. 3 blocks already in this game with her 14 points and just 11 minutes of action.
Pass out to Paris. Won't pick up the assist. 2-on-1 the other way. Nurse puts it in. Indiana can't connect to start the 3rd quarter. Harris B, why not? Burke inside. Player from UCLA. Struggled with confidence at times, and Coach Stanley has been there to back her up.
9th game, right? She's trying to find her niche and where she fits into the team. She's trying to learn the playbook, Sean. And you know, she spoke to all of us yesterday. Fit in. Her first game was against Seattle. Talk about trial by fire.
Nurse working against the smaller Mitchell. In trouble, passes it out. Willoughby gives it back. Nurse hits it. Grabbed the 2-point lead after trailing by 12. Dupree falling away, ties it. Key into the lane. Wow. And with a little English.
Kia Nurse spoke at length, a good 25 minutes to the media yesterday, and you know, a big piece. And Nurse trying to find that fluid motion from the outside consistently, and she is finding a rhythm tonight. Very solid numbers tonight. 12 points, 6 assists, 3 boards. Look out.
Nurse hits another one, and how about the hustle from Paris Key? The lead here in the 3rd quarter. Mitchell, the nice step through, loses it though. And Jasmine Jones going the other way. And a view. Dupree, why not? Nurse. Amanda Zowie B looking for a cutting Kia Stokes. Got it back. Another ISO for the Fever. Ends up with Dupree. And Key.
And not able to get out. You've got to get out and step up on a veteran like that. Look at this. She does look like she's chasing the twins around the gym or using them as cones. Good switch up there by Odom. She's got the length. Wow.
38 seconds left in the 3rd.
Kelsey Mitchell just getting around Odom, who was not able to get her feet back around defensively.
A couple of dynamic duos battling it out on the hardwood tonight. As Paris strong 2nd quarter, going perfect from the field, and Candice Dupree picking a foul call. Willoughby accelerates and has it blocked. Now Mitchell's turn. Wow, another one and done for New York. Mitchell gets it to go. And we'll head to the line looking.
Speed of the guard play taking over here, and a great job and a really good job in running out on the floor ahead of the play. And I think right now, you know, the bigs have seen their time. There's a lot of
said about getting a plan for, you know, how the steps to take to implement a plan.
But he has said this experience in Bradenton will be invaluable come next year. Jasmine Jones hits the floor.
Got locked up with Natalie Achanwa. There's that point of emphasis once again, the lock. 3 coaches on the side. Deep conference.
Blotting as the Indiana Fever lead by 7. They have been shooting the 3-ball very well. 42% over the last 3 games. Jones races up the floor, into the lane. Kennedy Burke. And we head to a timeout with 2:35 to play. This weekend, they've continued to fight all night. Off the tap, Mitchell has it blocked by Nurse.
Kia Nurse smiling after that play. Great all-out sprint. No ball on that play.
Dupree inside.
So cool. Candace Dupree getting right into the gap. Right into the gap. Working hard off the top.
Mitchell dancing. Finds it, Shanwa. Won't go, but another second chance. Mitchell. That's it. Dagger from Kelsey Mitchell. Just
hustle points. We talk about hustle points and efforts. Tiptoeing is Candace Dupree and somehow is able to kick it back out. Kelsey.
Couldn't put another one down in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Jones accelerates.
5th consecutive game in double figures for Kelsey, and we talk about the different players to make a change for the Fever.
Jones knocks it down.
Sean, because they weren't able to continue establishing that inside game any further. McCowan came out of the game. And with that, not having Lauren Cox and some size down low, they used their speed to break the losing streak.